Most of us declutter and purge our stuff a few times a year, and you probably don't give too much thought to what becomes of your junk after you decide to get rid of it. But there are plenty of great organizations that'll take your trash and make it treasure.
Well, Jen Baxter is a blogger and writer, and she is also living a minimalist life. She's here to share some of her favorite things to do with your old stuff. Hello and welcome to the show, indeed.
Thank you.
All right, Jen, I think a lot of us think about donating it. We know that. But you also say, don't be so fast. You might be able to sell it and get some money for it.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot of people just assume, you know, when you're getting rid of your stuff, go straight to Goodwill or Salvation Army. And those places are great places to go. But there are so many other options that you can do as well and make a little bit of your money back.
Okay, so selling it on Craigslist, perhaps?
Craigslist is a great place to do like furniture, appliances, electronics, things like that. If you do have stuff that you want to just give away for free, but maybe it's cumbersome and, you know, too big for you to take over to Goodwill, you can actually just throw a free ad up on Craigslist, put the stuff out at your curb, and it will be gone in like 10 minutes.
Really?
People just monitor that free category, and they love to come get your stuff.
Well, quickly, how do you determine if something that you want to sell as opposed to something that you want to go and give away? Because, I mean, whether it's expense or not, or how much it costs, does that come into play?
Well, sometimes you'll have things that are collectible. So I know, like, when my father passed away, we had lots of antiques and lots of items that had real value that I didn't want to just drop off at Goodwill. So for those type of things, I really recommend using eBay, because eBay is a great place where people that are collectors, they shop on that site. So you're more likely to get the value of the item if you put it up on eBay. It takes a little bit extra time, obviously, but it's usually worth it in the end.
Okay, obviously, you can donate. You mentioned Goodwill, Salvation Army. There's also Dress for Success, always looking for donations.
Yes, Dress for Success is an organization that helps women that are sort of getting back on their feet from all different types of situations. And they give them business clothes, so clothes that they can wear to interviews, suits, dress pants, accessories, and they also give them job training. So it's really a great place if you have those types of items where you know you're not just, you know, going to have them sitting at Goodwill for months. They're actually going to people that could really use them.
Oh, okay, I see that. What about shelters?
Shelters, same thing. You know, that's something where you might not think of it right offhand, but homeless shelters, domestic abuse shelters, they're always looking for, you know, cleaning products and toiletries and clothes and housewares. And sometimes they'll even actually come to your house and do a pickup. And again, all you have to do is just bag it up, put it at the curb, and they'll come get it for you.
That's great. What about books and DVDs and games and toys, all the kids stuff?
Those are a great way, actually, to make your money back. So there are bookstores where you can just take all of those types of things, even the games and video games. You take them, you basically drop them off. There's a person sitting at a desk, you drop them off, you shop around the store, they go through your stuff, and then at the end, you go back over, they give you cash right there on hand for the items that they want. You might get store credit also, but it's a great way to make some easy cash back.
So what about thinking outside the box? What places we need to be thinking outside the box here in giving?
So, I mean, there's really endless opportunities if you really take the time to think about it. You know, you could donate children's movies to a daycare. You could take old automotive parts to like a high school for their automotive program. Art supplies can go to like a community center. It's really just about thinking of other places that they could really use your stuff as opposed to just dropping it off at the local Goodwill.
Even things, I know that a friend of mine who works with Simplicity Organizers said they're doing a drive for Classroom Central right now. And she said even things like puzzles where you might be missing a few pieces, you think just throw it away. No, they'll take that. You know, a daycare center might be able to use that.
And I've had people that I've worked with before, you know, say, oh, but my pillow has a little stain on it or something. And I'm saying, if this is a homeless shelter, they're going to be so excited to have a pillow. They don't care if it has, you know, a tiny little stain on it.
It's the truth. Tell everybody about your blog, liveafastlife.com.
So my blog, Live a Fast Life, stands for Fabulous, Abundant, Simple, and Tiny. So it's basically just all about how to strip down and clean up your life is what I like to say. So through downsizing, clean eating, and emotional health, and you know, basically just getting back to basics.
Good stuff. Jen Baxter, thank you so much for being here today. Great stuff. All right, Charlotte, today